She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not the Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to...
Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist.
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is mostly influenced by me.
Huh. So in a way, this monster is all a product of your creativity.
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time. But they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the Great Mujina Yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can... I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist, I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying, right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. So it's not up to anyone else to tell me what's what. The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
Yeah! Oh, way too early. For sure.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara Fireworks Show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of...
Naganohara Fireworks Show? Is that hosted by your family or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you. In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show. Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A load of them have bad endings, though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way. Hey, pups, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganahara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganaharas.
That can wait. Pups, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's the...
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should...
Today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the materials.
Yes, the materials! Sorry, Paimon got all excited because you finally got the message across.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what the...
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later.
Of course.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I told my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day.
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile. And it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived.
Yoimiya? Is it...
Oh, you scared me there.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm coming over. No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakajiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
An arrest warrant?
Shh, keep it down. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakajiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary. If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come back in the first place?
Well... felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased.
Wow, that is so awesome!
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly... I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help...
Thank you. This way, I still have some time.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long.
All right.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma. Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Sakuji. I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself, and then you can come meet me back at the house later. Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakujiro's boat. We can chat along the way. Oh yeah, if it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
She saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited? Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front?
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Yeah, you could say we're all in this.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll...
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the...
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you in.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So, right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip.
All right, then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure...
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start? Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back...
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a... It'll be fine. It's actually usually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one.
So, would you try?
Oh, I do! I really do! Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel, but what I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and, let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Question. Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess. But what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kinda have a point.
Welcome to Bonton Detective. What will you have me solve?
The new book from Guy Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Hello, Morihiko.
Yoimiya, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks
Huh? Really? How did you know?
because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some. I've come to expect it now. There's always.
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows? He probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious, which is strange because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first.
All right then. Everyone, go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no, you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is... All right, then. If you pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him more...
Will do. You look after yourself as well.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this, but they don't always listen. So it can't be helped. But anyway, we've got all the materials we need now. So that's next. We just need to go find someone to process.
Surely it'd be more interesting for the protagonist to stop time here.
Stop adding weird abilities to the characters.
Welcome to Bonton Detective.
Please speak to President Sun.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Yoimiya, if I'm not mistaken, you must be here for...
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a back...
Don't worry. Oh, wait. Actually, how about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right? Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks shows. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see. Dear child, the essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara Fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master?
Is that so surprising? It is?
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Amenoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara Fireworks show is an important event. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future.
I'll try my best. In the future.
Though for you, dear child, excuse me, I will...
Wow, Mr. Amenoma. Just look at the shape and size of... It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but...
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life.
So have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been...
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. Hajime. In...
All right, I won't bother you guys any longer. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him. Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys. So, I wanted to find an opportunity to catch... When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? Ooh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's just... So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And to find the lost family member, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to... Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the... Sometimes when you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle, even trying to have fun. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry, though. I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least... Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't...
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy.
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality...
That's way too small.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest... Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride...
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who... To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger, and there's no way it would pass the 10...
Let's store the boat here for now, then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to...
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden.
Maybe it does. But I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait.
So you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Anyway, thanks for everything. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if...
Who's Third? Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving... At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have...
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should...
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit...
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance to us. Those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorate.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting. Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you, Koichi.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid or held me once as a baby or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do. You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on the map.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryo Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise, I won't cause you any...
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problem... But if the Tenryo Commission does catch up to you, they make a...
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left, so I... Forget it. What does it matter now?
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until the Tenryo Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a... Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the Tenryo Commission, isn't he? That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe...
Are you sure they won't just report me and...
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakajiro. We'll be... Okay, let's go. Time... Wait. Hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? Pots? Pots? No, never mind. I
Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way...
Before I forget,
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next heir of Nagana.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad.
We aren't as young as we once were. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but...
No worries. Say no more.
No. We can't be putting you to work when I'll just go fetch the tea and some snack.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show.
It's no trouble, really.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, if you're quite sure it's no trouble, then...
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll... Got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru, how have you been?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. We sold some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled brat.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of but then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff, and I couldn't get enough of it.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship. But
They didn't seem that way to me. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us.
Thank you. Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom.
Speaking of youth, do you know what?
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies.
50 years since what?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara. To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain, even as it was rising up into the sky. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her up. Before I knew what was happening, apparently...
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time, but 50 years of being together.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We always set off this. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days, even at this age.
Aw, what a great relation.
Enough about us, though. Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the firework?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about.
Sakujiro.
Huh? You know,
He was our boy's best They were inseparable. They grew up together, but one day, they had...
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted... But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or...
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's...
What a strange coincidence.
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't... Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to...
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, we can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you.
Yes.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from...
Huh? Why? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro would... Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to...
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after. Good point. Names. We need names. Suddenly, the Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stone.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. Thanks. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, we can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.